Hello and welcome to our fourth session in this edit mode chapter, and in this session we are going to explore the next tool, which is the loop cut tool, and using this we are going to create a Rubik cube. So to begin with, let us come into Blender, and in the Blender now I am going to select the default cube, and with this we are going to start our work. I will press tab and come into the edit mode, and this time the tool that we are going to explore is the loop cut tool. So now this loop cut tool, the keyboard shortcut for this loop cut tool is Ctrl R. You have two options here, one is loop cut and another one is offset edge loop cut. So basically what this is going to do is either you select it or press Alt A and deselect everything. Now press Ctrl R, and as you move the mouse you can see that now you are seeing an yellow line appearing all around my cube. Basically, if you come into this overlay here and if I enable statistics, you can now see here this has 8 vertices, 6 faces and 12 edges. So now if I come here and if I press Ctrl R and enable this loop cut, the very first option you see is where to place this loop cut. Either I can place it in this plane or here or here. So wherever I move it, you can see the loop cut is changing. Now the second option I have is when I rotate my mouse, see right now I have one yellow line. If I rotate I get 2, if I rotate again I get 3, if I rotate again I get 4. So if I move it back I get 1. And now the second thing is, as soon as I click now, the loop is added, but still you are in the loop cut mode, and now you are in the second mode, which is the edge, where to place this loop, either to place it here or here. It is asking where you want to place it, and if I right click, it will place exactly at the center. And now if you open this loop cut and slide tool, the first option you have is number of cuts. Right now it is 1, I can make it 2, 3, 4, 5, any number of cuts. And second option you have is smoothness. So now if I have more cuts and if I change the smoothness, see now you get a shape like this. See, you are seeing a smooth curve moving over here, and this curvature will depend upon the number of cuts, and you have different fall off. Say for example, now it is in inverse square, I will change it to smooth, I will change it to spear. So now you are seeing this with actually 5 cuts, you have 0.5 smoothness and you have this placed. And the second option you have is even, means all this will be evenly placed, flipped. So the thing is the loop is going to flip, then you have clamp, then you have mirror editing and correct UV. So you have all these features over here. Okay, right now I will switch off even also, and the next is the factor. Now the factor is at 0. If I move it towards the positive, see it moves to the right. If I move it to the negative, it moves to the left. So I can move this entire thing either to the left or to the right. Right now I will set the factor also to 0. So this is what I will click somewhere and deselect it and press tab, and you get a structure like this. So I will right click and choose shade auto smooth, and you can see I got a structure like this. I will again press tab, I will press Ctrl R, and this time I am going to add 2 loops over here, and I will place it, I can place it anywhere here like this. I will right click and cancel it to place it at the center, and now in this case I am going to change the smoothness. So if I make the smoothness negative, see it will move inwards like this. See, you got a shape like this, and even in this case you can choose either smooth, sphere or root or inverse square. You can use any of these options. So I got a surface like this. I press tab, so I got a shape like this. Now I will select this, press tab, press Ctrl R, and now horizontally I will add some, say 3-4 loops. I will press, and then if I right click, it is applied. And now if I change the smoothness, see, I can change its smoothness. I will make it minus 0.1, and now you got a structure like this. I will press tab and show it to you. So this is a kind of the structure that we created using the loop cut. I am going to call this as here smooth loop cut, and I am going to press GX5 and move it to the side. Okay, now I am going to come here and I am going to hide it. Now next I am going to press Shift A, and I am going to add a cube, and now I am going to call this as the Rubik cube. So to create the Rubik cube, again I will press tab, and this time I will press Ctrl R to enable this loop cut, and I will bring it on this axis, rotate it once, click once, and for the second time I want it exactly at the center. So I will right click so that it is placed exactly at the center. Now after this cut, I am now going to again press Ctrl R, and in this axis rotate mouse, create 2 cuts, then click once, right click, and you have this placed here. And then finally I will press Ctrl R, rotate it once to create 2 cuts, click once, right click, and I have divided this one cube into 9 faces on each side by creating 2 loop cuts along the XYZ axis. I am now going to come into this edge mode, and with Alt pressed I will click on one side of the edge like this, and then with Shift Alt pressed I will click on the next one. I have selected these 2 edges. Now I am going to bevel it. Press Ctrl B, and as you bevel it, I will adjust this bevel, and I am going to make it bevel width of around 0.01 unit. So I created a small bevel like this. Then I will press E to extrude it. I will press S to scale it, and I am going to slightly scale it down by around. I will select all these 3 values here and scale it down by 0.99 unit. So now you can see a small cut created over here. So I will switch on the X-ray mode to see this. So this is perfect. I will now come back of the X-ray mode, and I am going to repeat this on all the edges. So similarly I will press Alt, and I am going to select this and this edge, press Ctrl B and bevel it, and the value I give it for bevel is 0.01, and then I am going to press E, then yes, and scale it down by, I will select all the 3.99 units. So I got the second depth like this, and similarly I will Alt click on this edge with Shift press this edge. Now again press Ctrl B to drag it, and now here I will set its width to 0.01, and then I will press E to extrude it, S to scale it down, and I am going to scale this down to 0.99 units. So now I got this beveled edges, and this makes it look as though this is a Rubik cube. Now only thing left is to give correct colors. So for this I will come into this viewport shading mode, and in the viewport shading mode now I will press tab and come into the object mode. I will come to materials, and I am going to create a new material, and I am going to call this as black, and I will set this color to black. So now you have the entire Rubik cube in black color. Now I will select this Rubik cube, press tab, and now I will come into face selection mode, and I will select this face with shift press 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 faces. So I select these 9 faces, and then I will come here in the material, and I will click on the plus tool here. I will create a new material and call this red. I will choose a red color here, and after choosing the red I will click on assign, and if I press tab and come down, I can see now one face of my Rubik cube is red. Now similarly I will press tab, and in face selection mode I am going to select these 9 faces on the other side, and I am going to click on the plus button here, create a new material, and I am going to call this as green, change the color here to green color, and then click assign. So I got blue and green colors. Now next I am going to select these faces on the next side. I am going to click the plus here. I am going to create a new material, and I am going to call this as blue, and I am going to click here and select a blue color and click on assign. Then I will come into the next here. I will select one with shift press 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 faces. Then come over here, click plus, create a new material, and I am going to call this as yellow, and I am going to add an yellow color here. I will add a yellow color and click assign. So I got the yellow color here. I will again select it, press tab, and finally I will select 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 faces, and now I will again click plus here, and this time I will create a new material, and I will call this as orange, and in the color I am now going to select an orange shade, and I am going to click on assign, and finally on the other side I will select 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 faces. I will click plus here, and I am going to create a new material, call this as white, and with the same white color, full white selected, I will click assign. So now we have converted our regular cube into a Rubik cube, and you can see the depth added, and we had created this depth by using loop cut and bevel tool. I will go to file, save as cube, and I am going to save this in my folder. Okay, so in this session we explored how to use the loop cut tool and bevel tool, and we created a model of this Rubik cube, and in our next session we will use the next most important tool, the knife tool.